Right folks, time for me to cook prawn and squid curry. I'm going to need shallot, chili and some ginger, some curry leaves. And if you can't find shallots, don't fret, use an onion. Red onion would do the job. Not as good, but still it would do a good job. Don't need to be too fine. All I want to do is just saute it nicely, lightly, with a little bit of ginger. And also chili. And then we'll make a paste with the spices. And the spices are going to be toasted as well. So there's a bit of a job to be done. While I keep talking to you about this recipe. So another tatakuda or cafe style recipe I like to cook often at home is with a goat, or you can use lamb for that. So before I add anything in the pan, what I'm going to do is saute some spices, and for that I need coriander powder, and it's burning straight away. That's good. That goes in a bowl here, and I'll do the same treatment to the red chili powder, which I need to just lightly toast, and that goes here. This pan is so hot that I'm literally doing it in split seconds, to be honest. Just make sure you clean that pan, and we start with coconut oil in there. And we add ginger and all the shallots. I'm not using curry leaves yet, but I will be adding it later. Saute it nicely till it's almost translucent. It's just showing up. If you look at the edges, it's kind of giving up. It's started cooking, and at that stage I like to take it out. That's done. And I would also like to add a little bit of coconut in there. It's a fresh coconut I'm using. Toast that through as well. So while it's cooking there gently, I'm going to bring the blender out. That goes into the blender with the spice powder and sauteed shallots, ginger. And I would also add a tablespoon of tamarind paste. Never buy tamarind paste from the supermarket, please. Always buy a compressed pod of tamarind and soak it in water, strain it, and have that one. Okay, that's done. So coconut can also go in there. It's a bit too much work for this blender, but I'll make it work. Okay, so we go to the blender. Perfect. We are done. Right, so I'm about to cook my prawn and squid, so just slice my chili and keep it ready. Start with coconut oil. It's a really beautiful fresh flavor in this one, in spite of so many confusing ways going into the spices, but it's still easy to handle, trust me, it is. So I'm not going to add chili straight away. What I want to do is add the seafood first. I'll use all the squid I have and some prawns. Okay, I'll add all of it. Let's not be miser. Generous pinch of salt. And saute this well. Let's go high heat. So as this is cooking, I can add the curry leaves, about 6-8 of them, and half of the green chili. and about a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Squid and prawn actually cooks very quickly on gentle heat. You don't need very high heat. So as I'm cooking, I can see that they are becoming opaque and getting cooked very quickly. Okay, as this is cooking, I can add the spice paste here. And I'll add some water to loosen it, about a cup. Now Rachel is Tamilian in origin, and this is pretty much from her heritage. I hope I'm doing a decent job. Okay, I'll let this simmer, and once it has simmered well, I think it's pretty much ready. And I can thicken the sauce more. I have more paste here. So this would need tamarind, and a pinch of salt. I'm actually not a big fan of making onion paste or the shallot paste with the raw onion or raw shallots, because they do leave a bitterness behind. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth, to put it bluntly. Okay, there we go. I got some rice. Take it off the heat now. Don't need to cook it more. And this should be served with rice, in my opinion, or a nice dosa. That would be fantastic. Is that enough for me? Yeah, I'll have a little bit more. Gosh, so I love this curry so much. I've cooked this so many times. So now the plate is ready.